Hi guys, welcome to the first video of the second semester. We're doing radicals and simplifying. Whatever I write down, you need to write down as well. So make sure you get down. Anything I say, you can also write as well. So here we go. Simplifying radicals are basically taking anything that is square rooted and making it as simple as possible. Sometimes that's just finding what the square root of that number is, and other times it's breaking it down. So let's go ahead and look at the very first one. Radical 4, a lot of you might know what this answer is, but what we first want to do is we want to break down 4 into a factor tree. Okay, so we're going to say what two numbers multiply to give me 4? The answer is 2 times 2. The way a square root works is that if I have two of the same factors, in this case 2 times 2, I can take both of those two factors and I can pull it out of the equation, and the square root of 4 is going to be just 2 as my answer. Okay, so that's essentially how it works. If I got 2 of something, I can pull it out. And since this is a perfect square, meaning 4 is multiplied 2 times 2, we end up with just 2 and everything's hunky-dory good. We look at this next problem, we have the rad 8, or square root of 8. Now, square root of 8 is not a perfect square. There's no two numbers that are the same that multiply to give me 8. Number 4, we had 2 times 2. That was great. This we do not. So we break it down, and we could get 4 times 2, and then 4 breaks down into 2 and 2. Here I see two 2's. I can pull them out. When I pull these two 2's out, I'm left with the 2. But notice this 2 is left alone. He has no one to partner up with. So he does not get to leave the radical. He has to stay behind. So we are able to pull a 2 out because we circled it, but I'm left with some baggage. And that baggage is this 2. 2 rad 2 is the same thing as rad 8, except for it has been simplified. Okay? If we were to pull up a calculator, we would actually see that this is true. Okay? They would have the same exact value. Let's see if I can pull up a calculator real quick here, just so we can kind of see what that would look like. I had it up a second ago. Let's see, I'll find it really quickly, I hope. Let's see here, one second. Here we go. Okay, here's the calculator. Womp. Now, according to my calculator, rad 8 and 2 rad 2 should be the same. So let's go ahead and do that. Hit 8, and then we're going to take the square root of it. Okay, so here is, let's see, where's the square root sign? I think this is it. No, that's not it. Let's do just a standard calculator. There we go. Okay, 8 square root is 2.28. Now we're going to do square root of 2 and then multiply by 2. Okay, so let's write that down. 2.28. So that's equal to 2.82, I'm sorry. And it should be the same. 2 rad 2 should be the same because it's just simplified. Same value. Alright, we take 2, we're going to take the square root of it, then we're going to multiply it by 2, and we get the same answer. Right? So this is simplified. It is the same value, so if you have a calculator, you can always double check doing that. Alright, let's move on to the next problem. Alright, we got 2. Rad 500 and rad 30. Okay, let's start with this one. Rad 500, well, the easiest way to break this down, I think, is just to do 5 times 100. And if you can, see if you can find any perfect squares that you know. Well, 100 happens to be a perfect square. So I got 10 and 10. That means I get to pull 10 outside. What am I left with, though? What does not get to partner up with somebody and leave? The 5. So the 5 has to stay behind in the rad, and we are left with 10 rad 5. Let's look at rad 30. We get 5 times 6 would give me 30. Okay, well those aren't the same. Then we can break down 2 and 3. So my factors, all the way factored, are 2, 3, 5. This is prime factorization. I'm going all the way down to prime numbers. 5, the only thing that multiplies into it is itself and 1, same with 2 and 3. None of them partner up. Can I simplify rad 30? No. So what is my answer? It's rad 30. I just leave it. Don't change it. Okay? So sometimes we end up in a situation where we can't simplify our radical. Let's look at two more and we're done. Alright, here we already have a number on the outside. Let's take a look at this. 18, 9 and 2, and this would be 3 and 3. Notice I have 2 3s, so I can pull them out. Well, I already have a 4 out here, and then I pull the 3 out. These have to multiply to each other. Okay, they have to multiply. What's left behind? The 2. The 2 is left behind, and so the 2 needs to go here. 4 times 3, that's going to give me 12 rad 2. Okay, so if we already have a number on the outside, we just need to multiply it. I want you to pause the video, try this problem right now. I'm going to begin it in just about 2 seconds here, but try and pause the video and do it on your own. Okay, hopefully you got an answer. Let's go ahead and do it now. 32. What two numbers go into 32? Well, we could always divide it by 2 if we like. I'm going to try something different. I don't want to divide it by 2. I want to see if I can get closer to a number. Let's do 8 and 4. Why not? Maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. And this is 4 and 2. Okay, well, I see here I have a 4 and a 4. So those two are there. That means I can pull a 4 out. So I got a 4 out. Multiplying by the 6 that's already out there. What's left behind, we noticed. What's at the bottom? Has nothing. 2. So the 2 needs to stay in the rad. 4 times 6, that's 24 rad 2. Okay? So this is the same as this. It is fully simplified because we did our factor tree and we're pulling out 2. That are the same. Whatever we can't pull out, we leave in the radical. Alright guys, thanks for the video. Hopefully it was not too long or laborious. Hasta luego. Goodbye. Such a sick wave here. Oh yeah. Getting barreled. Super wave. Got some like white caps up here. Alright, we gotta get someone surfing in it. Oh, look at that surfboard. So sick. Yeah. And there's like a little dude. He's wearing a purple suit. Or pink. He's like, Shaka, what up? He's wearing a hat. Oh yeah.